This conference will now be recorded.
How is the record? 18. Okay, today topics the Python functions and files, file and file operations. Now I will move on to the types of a functions. Can you go for that? Please respond in the chat box. There are four types of functions are available in Python. Okay. Now first one is without arguments and without written value. Written value. Now if you want to declare the function, you can take the def keyword declaration of the function, and after that the function name. Now I will give you the function name as fact. Is it okay up to now? So those who are completed. The four types of functions are done. The with arguments, without arguments, and with written and without written values. Those are the completed or not. Okay. Now we will move on to the files. If you done, can I go for the files? Okay. File and file operations in a Python. File is a collection of record. Do you know Yada what is the file? Deeply. So explain arguments in your functions. Okay, I will tell you after the completion of the files. Now we will continue with the files. After that, I will discuss with the functions. Is it okay? Now, do you have an idea about files? Please respond in the chat box. Collection of data. Yeah, collection of data is it is a file. What about remaining? I got only one reply from 514. Is it my voice is audible to you? No one can give the reply in chat box. No, sir. Now is it my voice is audible or not? Collection of different data types. Yeah, you can pass the strings or also integers and float values. Also, you can take the data in files. No. If you want to open the file, if you want to open the file, you have a file operation like open file operations in Python. The first one is the open file. First one is the open file. And second one is the read or write and append. Now just I take the read, and third one write, and fourth one append, and fifth one close. Those are the file operations. Those are the operations in file in the Python. Is it okay for all up to now? Sir, yeah, F open. Yeah, you can call it F open or else open. Now I will tell you how to open. Now those are the operations in Python. One is the read, and second one is the write and append, and open the file and close the file. Those are the operations. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Please respond in the chat box. Okay. Now, if you want to write the files into the text, you can take the attribute layer or else more like R. This is the permission from the read. You can take RL or R plus. You can use R. If you lower versions, you can use take the R plus. If you using the Python higher versions, you can take R. Now, if you want write operation into the your Python program, now you can take W plus or W. If you want to append the text into the your file, you can take the A or else A plus. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. Is it okay in the file operations? Those are the file operations like append, read, write. Okay, can I go for the first operation of the file? Now I will create the file and after that I will insert the data into the file. Now can I go for that? Now before going to the file operations, now we have to clarify ourselves where are you working? PW, present working directory. Now this is the my present working directory in the desktop. Just I create the DS2 folder. Is it okay? Now if you create the file into the your directory means your folder, now it will reflected your files. అంటే మీరు ఏ ఏ ఫోల్డర్లో అయితే వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారో పైథాన్ ఫైల్ ఎక్కడైతే క్రియేట్ చేశారో మీకు ఫైల్స్ అన్నవి అక్కడ క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి. అంటే టెక్స్ట్ ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన, పీడిఎఫ్ ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన, ఏ ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసినా అదే లొకేషన్లో క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే ఆర్ నాట్? ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్ ఇన్ ద చాట్ బాక్స్. Can I go for the creating of the files? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, now I will go to the creation of the file. Now you have to take the one variable like file open or else you can take any name. Now just I take the f open equal to open off. You can open the file in two ways. Now I will discuss with the one by one. Now if you have the file in your directory, you can directly open or else you have to create data.txt. This is the my new file. Now I create it. Now I will creating. After that you have to mention the permission from the file. If you want to read the file, you can take the R. If you want append the file, append the data into the file, you can take A. Or else if you want write the file you can use W or else W plus. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. Now if you open your files, now you have to write the something about in your files. Now I will move on to the how to write the files. Just I take the another variable, just f write equal to f open dot write of data. You can give the data. Or else good morning or else good afternoon. You can take any data. Is it okay? Now just I take the variable like fw. No, I don't want f, right? Just I take the variable like fw. After that I take the variable like fopen dot write of good evening. Is it okay up to now? Please respond in the chat box. How is it my screen and my voice is audible to you and visible to you? Please respond in the chat box. Up to now, is it clear or not? Okay. Now first you have to open the file. If you don't have file in your directory, automatically if you take the W operation, you can create. అంటే మనకి ఫైల్ అన్నది మన డైరెక్టరీలో లేకపోతే కనుక ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఫైల్ అన్నది క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. ఏదైతే ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసామో ఆ ఫైల్లో డేటాను రైట్ చేయాలి. రైట్ చేయడానికి ఫైల్ నేమ్ డాట్ వేరియబుల్ నేమ్ డాట్ రైట్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్లోజ్ ద ఫైల్. fopen dot close. Now if you want to print the data into your cell in the Jupyter, you can take the print of fw. Now I will got only 12 digits. Is the length of the file. Is it okay? Now I will refresh into the our Jupyter main menu. Now I will got the file data.txt. Within the file, now I will get the data good evening. This is the good evening message in the our file. Now this is the length of 12 characters. Is it okay? Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. If you have any doubts, please respond. What about remaining? Now I am using the Chrome version GoToMeeting. I don't have the application. Now we have to send the message into the everyone. No need to send the organizations because you send the message to the personal. Now I will if everyone are visible. Okay. Now if you want more data insert into the your file, you can take the again open the file. Now just I take the again file add. Just I take the variable file add, open up the file because we are the close the file in the above cell. That's why I if you open again, sorry, that's why I open again the open of data.txt. Now I want append the data. Now with the now I want to add the data into the our exiting file. Now I will take the again write operation. fa equal to fadd equal to fadd dot write off. If you want to add the data into the your file, like append the data into the your file, you can use add. Is it okay? Now I will take the again good evening into 10 times or else 100 times. Now I want the new line. Now I take the slash n, and after that I will close the file. Fadd dot close. Close. This is the append operation in the file. Is it clear or not? Please respond in the chat box. it okay or not? Up to know. Append. Okay, now I will run the our cell. Now I will check the our data into the data.txt file. Now if using the append method, it will add the data into the end of the your file. అంటే మనకి 10 లైన్స్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్ ఉందంటే 11th లైన్లో డేటా అన్నది యాడ్ అవుతుంది. ఇట్ ఓకే. నౌ ఐ విల్ రిఫ్రెష్ ఇట్ అగైన్ మై బ్రౌజర్. నౌ ఐ విల్ గాట్. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. All of you got or not? Now can I go for the read of the file? Now I will read the file in the exiting file. Now I take the variable freed. Freed equal to open of data.txt. If you want to read the file, you can take the R or else R plus. If you're using lower versions, you can take R plus. If you're using higher versions, you can take only R. After that, FA equal to or else FR equal to, you can take any variable name and freed dot read off. This is the reading the file operations into the Python. It is one of the operations in Python. File operation. Now I will check. Now I will close the read file. Fr dot close. Str is no attribute closed. Fr dot read line number 3. Freed. I did not get any data. Freed dot read dot read off. Yeah. If you want to read the data, you have to print off FR. That's way you will get. This is our data in file. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. Those are the operations in Python: read, write, append. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. Can I go for the next step? Yeah, if you want close the your file, you can reopen it again. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఫైల్ని క్లోజ్ చేసాం కదా, ఈ ఫైల్ని ఎప్పుడైతే క్లోజ్ చేసామో మళ్ళీ సేమ్ ఫైల్ని ఓపెన్ చేయాలి అంటే కనుక యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఓపెన్. అంటే ఒకసారి ఫైల్ ఏదైతే క్లోజ్ అయిపోయి ఉందో ఆ ఫైల్ని మళ్ళీ రీడ్ చేసుకోవడానికి మన పాసిబిలిటీ ఉండదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఓపెన్ ఇట్ అగైన్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే? వాట్ దిస్ ఇస్ మీన్ 4G5 మీరు ఫైల్ని క్లోజ్ చేశారు, ఆ ఫైల్ని ఓపెన్ చేస్తానే రీడ్ చేసుకోవడానికి అవుతుంది. Now can you go for the second way to open the file or else read? You have another method in read lines. Now if you want the read the data into the your line by line, you can use lines, read line. You will get the data into the list and new line. every data you will get the new line in the list format. Is it okay? మనకి లిస్ట్ ఫార్మాట్ లో డేటాను రీడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే కనుక యూ కెన్ యూజ్ రీడ్ లైన్స్. If you want new line the data into the every new line you can use only read. ఏదైతే డేటా ఉందో ఆ డేటాని న్యూ లైన్ లో రీడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే రీడ్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. రీడ్ లైన్స్ వచ్చేసరికి మనకి డేటా అన్నది లిస్ట్ ఫార్మాట్ లో రీడ్ అవుతుంది. Is it okay for all up to now? Please respond in the chat box. Can I go for the second step of opening the files? Now we have to open the another way to the files. Now this is the keyword with open of how to give the file extension like file name dot extension data.txt. After that alias, as means alias, and you have to give the one variable, like you have to give your own way. Just I take the another variable like ds. Now I want to add the data into the ds. Just I take the another variable data1.txt. Now I will add the data into the data1.txt. Now ff equal to ds dot write of good evening everyone. If you want to close the file, you can close or else you can ignore. No need to close. The with file with తో ఓపెన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఫైల్ క్లోజ్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, చేయకపోయిన ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. అంటే పర్టికులర్గా చేయాలని రూల్ అయితే ఏమీ లేదు. యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎఫ్ఎఫ్. మనకు ఫైల్ అన్నది క్లోజ్ చేయకపోతే కనుక మన ఫైల్లో డేటా అన్నది కరప్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. అందుకని క్లోజ్ మెథడ్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ds dot close that file or directory. Yeah, how to give the write operation. This is the length from the size of the file, 24 characters in the file. Is it okay up to now? In the second way, is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. In the second way, is it clear or not? Please respond in the chat box. In the two ways of open the file and read the file and write the file. I did not get any replies. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Explain which with open or else entire. I will explain it again in the with open. Okay. Now if you want to create the file into your directory, you can use two methods, the open or else with open. Now just I take the variable keyword open of, you have to give the path data2.txt, and after that we have to give the write or else read or append operation, or else we can call it mode. Just I take the w. Now after that alias, as means alias, the alternative name from the file. Now just I take the fd, the fd dot fr equal to fd dot write of data. Good evening into 10. Just I take the string into, just I take the on string and after that I will multiply it. And now I will print the string, length of the string, fr. Now after that I close the string, fd dot close. Is it okay? Is it okay? I did not get any replies. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Can you go for the next step from the files? Sir, what is the written type of write? Write W. మీకు ఫైల్లో డేటాని రైట్ చేయాలంటే కనుక యూ కెన్ యూజ్ W. If you want read the data, you can use R. Is it okay? Now can I go for the next step? Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Yes. Okay, now I will check the data into the previous file. Now I close the file in the fd data2.txt. Now I will read it. Just I take the fd variable fd dot fr equal to fd dot read of. Now what is the output from the in this cell? ఇలాగ నేను రీడ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను కదా డేటాని. fd fr equal to fd dot read. రీడ్ కానీ రీడ్ లైన్స్ కానీ యూజ్ చేస్తే నాకు ఏమొస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్ ఏమొస్తుంది? వాట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్? No one can respond. Error. Why? We have to print that. Yeah. మనకి ఫైల్ అన్నది ఓపెన్లో లేదు, ఫైల్ అన్నది క్లోజ్లో ఉంది. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఫైల్ క్లోజ్ చేసామో కంపల్సరీగా ఫైల్ని ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. ఓపెన్ చేయకుండా మన ఫైల్ అన్నది రీడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఒకవేళ మీరు రీడ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తే కనుక వాల్యూ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. యూ విల్ గెట్ ద వాల్యూ ఎర్రర్ because your input output operation was closed. Is it okay? Now can I go for the next step? Yes. Now in this we have a three files. Now I will take the data1.txt, data.txt. We have a 21 lines in this file. Now I will check the how many words in a file and how many lines in a file and how many characters in a file. So can I go for that? We have a one file. In the file you have a lot of data like 20 lines. Now we will check the data like how many lines and how many words and how many characters. Now go for the coding part from the file. Number of lines in a file, number of words in a file, number of characters in a file. Now just I take the file data.txt. Now I will use with open of data.txt. Now I want to read the file. That's why I take the R alias file D, file data, or else we can take any variable xg. Just I take the variable equal to xg. Now we have a file stored in xg. Now I want to read the file k equal to xg dot read of print of k. You will get the length of file. Now you will get the data. Up to now, is it okay? Please respond in the chat box. Now open the file and read the file. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Did not get any replies. Okay. Now I will count the number of lines in a file. Now just I take the for loop for I in fg. Fg is the file name. Sorry, file stored variable. Now we can take the another variable count cnt. Just I take the variable equal to cnt equal to 1. Now we will count. If the data is into the loop, you will increment the your loop. Is it okay? Is it okay or not? Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Just I take the one variable cnt equal to 1. Now we have to count the number of lines in a file. That's why I take. First I open the file and after that I read the file and again I take the one variable cnt equal to 1. After that I take the one loop. Now we have to iterate the file data in number of lines in a file. Is it okay or not? Please respond. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, now we have a 20 lines in our file. Now if you have the new data into the, how to insert the new line in data అంటే మనకు ఫైల్లో డేటాని ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే న్యూ లైన్లో ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తారు? మన దగ్గర ఒక ఫైల్ ఉంది, లేదంటే మన దగ్గర ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ అన్న ఏదన్నా డేటాని న్యూ లైన్లో యాడ్ చేయాలి అంటే ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తారు? If you want to add the data into the new line, what will take in? We can use, I think all are familiar with C also. In the any programming language, we can use only one character. మనకి data yes /n. Now we are data in new line. Now if you read your data into the file, now you can use the if condition. If I double equal to /n, you will increment the count. Cnt equal to Cnt plus 1, or else you can use Cnt plus equal to 1. You can use like that, and outside the loop you can print of Cnt. Now you will get the 1. What I did wrong? Yes. What I did wrong? Cnt. Yeah. You have to take the variable inside the loop. Yeah. If anyone got the output, please respond. Outside the loop. Just wait for a while. If anyone got the output, data2.txt. Yeah, thanks for the correction. Data only sorry, data, the file name is correct, I think. Data of the 20 lines of file. Is it okay? Now I will take that Cnt equal to Cnt plus 1. Now give me a second. I think my terminal was stuck. It's not. Now just give me a wait. Print of I above the condition. Interrupted. Anyone got the output, please respond in the chat box. Data2.txt. It's not. Data1.txt. Yeah. Data.txt. Is it okay for my code? What happened? It's wrong. Enter file. Now I will take the new cell. Give me a second. I did not get. If anyone got the output, please respond. Is it my voice? K in place of G. Okay. Yes, I did a mistake. For I in K, print the data into the file. Now we will got the data into the file. Now I will check if I double equal to slash n. We have to cnt equal to cnt plus 1. Outside the loop, print the cnt. Now we have a 21 lines because we are taking the data in the 21 lines. Is it okay to know? Thanks for the correction in the 1037. To know is it okay or not? ఇప్పుడు మనం డేటాను రీడ్ చేసుకున్నాం కదా, కేలో స్టోర్ చేసాం. ఇక్కడ ఎఫ్జీ అని ఇచ్చాను, అది రాంగ్ చేసా. ఫర్ ఐ ఇన్ కే, if I double equal to slash n, cnt equal to cnt plus 1. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, now we will get the data number of lines in a file. Now we have to move on to the number of words in a file. Now how to split the now how to get the words in a file? మనకి వర్డ్స్ని కౌంట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఎలా కౌంట్ చేస్తాం? think all are familiar with the strings. How to divide the string? How to divide the string? Split. Now we can take the another variable w. W is equal to 1. In the loop, we have to take the w is equal to, and we have stored the file into the k dot split of split and print the wc. Now we will get number of votes in a file. Now if you want the number of votes in a file into the count, you can use the len. Number of lines in a file. Number of votes in a file. How to find the length into the string? Please respond. How to find the length into the string? స్ట్రింగ్ లో ఎన్ని క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తారు? We will get the data in words. len. Yeah. Now you have to take the len of w. Now you will get the number of words in a file. Now number of lines in a file, the 21. Number of words in a file, 42. And one more thing, number of characters in a file. How to find out? Number of characters in a file. Now how to find? Already we are read the file. Now you can call it len of file. You will get the length of the file. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Yes, sir. Okay, now we will move on to the number of characters in a file. Print of number of characters in a file. Now you can find the len of k. You will get. You have the file in k. That's why you have to find the len of length. len of k. You will get the size of the file. And each character is stored in 1 byte. 270 characters in a file. If you did not remember, you can count it. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. If you have any doubts, please ask to me. Number of lines in a word. Sorry. Number of lines in a file, number of words in a file, number of characters in a file. Is it okay or not? Please respond in the chat box. Can you go for the next step? నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఓవెల్స్ ఇన్ ఏ ఫైల్ అంటే మనం అక్కడ ఈజ్ ఆల్ఫా అన్నట్టు ఉంటాయి కదా, అక్కడ ఇది రాసుకుని కండిషన్స్ రాసుకుని చెక్ చేయాలి. ఫైల్ రీడ్ చేసుకుంటాం. రీడ్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత ఇచ్చిన స్ట్రింగ్ అన్నది ఈజ్ ఆల్ఫా అయితే కనుక కౌంట్ని ఇంక్రిమెంట్ చేయడం, అక్కడ ఓవెల్స్ చేయలేదో చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. మళ్ళీ ఇఫ్ కండిషన్స్ రాసుకుంటాం. Now we will move on to the generating the marks into the students in a file. Can I go for the next step? Now we have to generate the number of students in marks. మనకు ఒక 100 మెంబర్స్కి స్టూడెంట్స్కి మార్క్స్ జనరేట్ చేస్తారు ఫైల్స్లో. ఫైల్లో 100 మెంబర్స్కి మార్క్స్ జనరేట్ చేసి ఎంతమంది పాస్ అయ్యారు అంటే హౌ మెనీ మెంబర్స్ ఆర్ పాస్, హౌ మెనీ మెంబర్స్ ఆర్ గాట్ ద డిస్టింక్షన్, now how many members are failed in a class. Now we will move on to that example. Can I go for that? Please respond in the chat box. What is the function? Can anyone tell me what is
వెళ్ళిపోయాక
This conference will now be recorded.
So files. So all the operations are completed. Read mode, write mode, and append mode. Read, write, and append. Okay. I hope 3 operations are completed. Okay, everyone understood till now? If anyone like if I want to repeat any of the things, I will try to repeat it. Till now the concepts are clear to everyone. Please respond so that I will try to continue the remaining part. Okay, everyone understood what is the file, what is the purpose of handling the files in Python, and what are the other things? Please respond in the chat box. Okay, so simply if you want to get simply if you are working on the files means what we have to do is the simply first of all you have to open a file. Okay, so the 3 steps while working on the files, these are the 3 steps you will be following. Okay, while working on the files. First thing is the open a file. Second thing is to do some operations. Finally, we have to close the file. Okay, so first thing is the open a file. So depending upon our interest. So if you are trying to read the data from the file, we will be using the read mode. If you are trying to write a file, okay, if you are trying to write into a new file, then we will be using the write mode. If you are trying to write the new data from the to the existing file, okay, write the data to the existing file, then we will be using the append mode. Okay, so you have to remember while opening the write mode, while opening the file in the write mode, if the file is existed, the data will be the entire data will be erased and the new data will be inserted to the file. Okay, if the file is existed, let me brief it bottom here. In the write mode, these are the 3 different modes. Okay, so these are the 3 different modes. So read mode is nothing but to read the data, or nothing but to get the data from the existing file. Okay, get the data from the existing file, write the data to the new file. Okay, write data to the new file, or if file exists, okay, remove all the data and add new data. Okay, if the file is existed means that file will be that whatever the data available inside the file, everything will be removed and the new data will be appended. Okay, so if you are interested to open a file in write mode means these are the 2 scenarios. Okay, write the data to the new file, it is nothing but the file is not existed. Second thing is that if the file is existed, you want to remove all the data, and if you are interested to write the new data, in that case only you have to use the write mode. Okay, you should be very conscious when opening a file in the write mode. Okay, because whatever the data available, okay, if 1 GB of data available, every data will be removed and the new data will be added. Next thing is the write the data to the existing file. Okay, write the data to the existing file. These are the three operations. These are the basic three operations in any programming language. It can be any programming language, either Java or C or C++ or any of the other programming languages. Okay, for the reading the file as well as the appending the file, what is the prerequisite? If I want to read a file or append the data to a file, what is the thing I need to what it should be exist? If I want to use read mode or append mode, what one thing should be exist? Okay, file should be exist. Okay, so if you observe here, if I want to read a data means the file compulsory should be exist. If I want to append the data means the file should be exist. Okay, if the file is not available means I will be getting an error called file not found error. Okay, one of the error where you will be observing while working on the files is the file not found error. Where a particular file is not available means you will be getting an error called file not found error. Next thing is the based on the operations, which is nothing but the do some operations. What are the operations is nothing but the based on the mode you have opened a file. Based on the mode you have opened a file. So if you opened a file from the read means you will be reading the data. These are the operations. Next thing is the only two different operations write the data. Okay, it can be from the input or it can be from the file, it can be from any place. Okay, so these are the two operations. Okay, these are the two operations we will be performing while working on the files. Then finally you should close the file. Okay, then finally compulsory you need to close the file, then only there will not be any of the errors. Okay, you should should observe the two things, the common things while working on the files. If you are working for 1,000 files or 1 lakh files, these two things will be common. These two things will be common, open a file and close a file. Then depending upon what are the mode you have opened a particular file, these two things should be performed. Whether you have opened in a read mode or if you have opened in a write mode. Okay, let me take a few examples and I will try to continue. So for example, if you observe my directory, if you observe my directory, I am not having any of the particular text file. Okay, there is no text file called file.txt. If you observe here, there is no file called file.txt. Now, why if I am trying to open a file, so let me take it as a variable as the open file.txt. Okay, the default mode of operation is the read mode. Okay, so yesterday we have seen default argument functions. I think one of the concept left, variable length arguments. If time permits, I will continue to the variable length arguments. Or otherwise, I can continue on the Monday. Okay, so what is the one thing? The default argument. Okay, default argument is nothing but the mode will be the read mode. Okay, I'm trying to a file which is not exist. Okay, now let us see what is happening. Okay, if the particular file is not exist means I will be getting an error called file not found error. So if you are opening a file in read mode or append mode, the file should be exist. Okay, it should be very clear. You should remember. Okay, so that file does not exist. If I trying to create, if I am trying to open it in write mode, I'm not writing anything. Simply opening in the write mode. Okay, opening in a write mode, automatically what will be happening is that if the file is not exist, the file will be created. If the file is existent, that entire data will be removed. Okay, for example, there is no data. Simply I am opening a file and I am closing a file. I didn't done anything. Simply what will be happening is the one empty file will be created. One empty file will be created. Okay, we can manually create these files. Why we need to work? Why we are programmatically we are working on files. Okay, why we are programmatically working on files? So if I want to create 100 files or nothing, so 100 files, it may be somewhat clumsy. So let me create 10 files. If I want to create 10 files, okay, if I want to create 10 files means what I can do is I can iterate over the loop from that 1 to 11. If I want to create 10 different files. Okay, so if I want to create each and every file, file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt. Okay, simply what I can do is simply I can iterate these things over the loop. What I will do, so here I am renaming it as the file plus I am concatenating the file1, file2, file3. So 1, 2, 3 are available in the loop. So str of I plus, so here extension is the .txt. You can create document files. You can create PDF files, you can create any of the files. Okay, so for ease of the one of the basic files is the text file, so that is I'm creating. Okay, so if I executed this particular thing, sorry, by in range. If I executed this particular thing means automatically 10 files will be created and naming from the file 1 to file 3. File 10. Okay, automatically file 1 to file 10 files has been created automatically. Programming. I can create 1 lakh files. Okay, otherwise I can create a copy of a file. If I am having 1 GB of data, I can duplicate 1 GB of data to the these 100 different files or 10 different files. That is the purpose of that. These are the all these files are empty files because I didn't return any of the files. Okay, you should remember. Okay, so that is the purpose of programmatical why we are handling. The one more thing you should remember is the while working on the files, everything should be the strings. All data will should be strings. Okay, you should remember. So str of I which is nothing but I can't concatenate I can't add the or otherwise I can't concatenate the string versus the integer. Okay, I can't concatenate string versus the integer. What I'm doing is that so here it is the integer. I is the integer. I'm converting that integer to the string and I'm concatenated with the file. So why I'm concatenated all those things is that I want to my logic is to create the files with the file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt and so on. Okay, for that purpose, what I have done is that I have converted that particular integer to the string and I have concatenated. Simple. Okay, one more thing is that so every data should be in the strings. Okay, why? Because so string is an immutable data type, which is nothing but the while writing into a file or for while reading the data from the file. Okay, so because there should not be any of the, in the middle, there should not be any of the mismatch between the data. So that is whatever the data we are writing or whatever the data we are reading from the file, all the data should be in the format of strings. Okay, if you observe previously also while writing the data or while reading the data, you can observe the data is everything available in the strings itself. Okay, but this one step you should remember. If you are writing any of the integer data, then you will be getting an error. For example, I am writing. Let me open it in the write mode. Okay, so if I am trying to write if file that write off. Okay, so if I'm trying to write an integer means automatically I will be getting an error called type error, which is nothing but the write operation will take only the strings, not the integers. Okay, you should remember whatever the data you are writing, it should be in the strings or string data type. Whatever the data you are reading, it will be in the string data type. Okay, it will be definitely it will be in the string data type. Now let us see. Now let us write some 1 to 100 numbers simply using the. For example, if I want to create the roll numbers. Okay, simply what I am interested in, I need to create a register or nothing but the our roll number register. For that purpose, what I am doing is that there are 100 students available. There are 100 students available in my class. So let me create as the 101, 1 to 101. I am interested to create the or nothing but the add the roll numbers. I have opened in the write mode. Okay, so fw.write off. Sorry, f.write off. So here I created the variable as the f.write off. But my roll number is nothing but so let me create as the from Andhra Pradesh in the 2021 batch. Let me take it as the 21 batch Andhra Pradesh. Let me create the university code as the let me create as the AP SSDC. So here it is the university code as well as the roll numbers. After AP SSDC in the 21 batch, I need to concatenate the roll number. So for that purpose, I'm creating the I. Okay, what I'm doing here, simply I'm creating the 21 AP SSDC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the roll numbers to the 1 to 100. Now let's see what is happening. What happened in file.txt? What I have done, I have written the 1 to 100 roll numbers. Okay, simply what will be happening? Let us see. Okay, if you observe here, so here I have written the data line by line. Okay, if you observe here, so first of f.write it has been executed, the data has been written, a string. Then again f.write has been executed, some data has been written. If you observe here, while writing the data inside the file, it will be automatically concatenated side by side. Okay, so 21 APSDC1, 21 APSDC2, 21 APSDC3, APSDC4, and so on. Okay, automatically the data will be concatenated side by side. So if you want to get the line by line, what is the modification I need to do if I want to get the data line by line? What is the thing I need to do if I want to get the data? So if you observe here, if I use the write function, automatically my data is concatenating side by side from 21 APSDC1 to the 21 APSDC100. Yes. What is the thing I need to do? Here I need to create a new line. After writing a particular data, what is the thing? After writing that, I need to create a new line. Okay. I am saying the cursor. Move the cursor to the new line. Simple. Okay. Not n equal to. So if I use the print statement means then I have to write the n. But here we are working on the files. So I simply have to concatenate it. So I simply after writing this particular data, move to the new line. I'm saying. If you observe here, this is the data available existed. This is the data available. This is the data is existed. If I open this file again in the write mode, what will be happening is that, as I said previously, the entire data will be removed and the new data will be added. Okay, you should observe I am writing in the write mode. Simply if I execute it means what are the data available previously. So this entire data will be removed and the new data will be added automatically. Okay, the entire data will be removed. Okay, so you should remember whenever you're writing a data, so it can be like if you are interested to get the data in the new line, you can use the /n. If you want to give if you want to store the data with some space or with some star or with some hyphen or anything. So let me open this file again in the append mode. Now I'm interested to write the next batch student roll numbers also with some tab space. Okay, now I am opening this particular file in the append mode. Okay, now I'm opening this particular file in the append mode. What will be happening in the append mode? Automatically, what are the data to the existing data? To the existing data at the end of the line, that data will be automatically added. Let me execute this particular thing. Okay, if I reload this particular file, means automatically my data will be written down in the with the tab space, because here I have given only the tab space. In node mode, we cannot modify a text and cannot create a text info. Yes. Okay, read mode is only for reading the data from the file. No, not in the in the write mode. If you didn't given anything, means the data will be like in the append mode also the data will be overlapped. But here, if you observe here, I have given some tab space. For showing the difference, I have opened that particular file in the append mode. Okay, so if you didn't give on the tab space, again I'm trying to write. If I didn't give on the tab space, means automatically the data will be overlapped. How you are writing, the data will be written in that same format. Okay, if you observe here, after 20, automatically the data will be automatically overlapped. Okay, so it is not based on that mode. Whatever the data you are written, so whatever the data you pass, everything will be written as it is. Okay, if you given tab space, that tab space will be written. If you given star, okay, so between the print write statement to the next statement, so give some stars. Simply what will be happening? So if I execute this particular thing is only the stars. Automatically the data will be separated with the stars. Okay, what will be happening? It will write this particular thing. After that, it will write this particular thing, and after that, and so on, it will write this particular things. Okay, and so on. Okay, whenever I call the write function, whatever the data I have passed, it will be automatically written into a particular file. Okay, the one more thing, if you didn't open the file, you can't access the element. If you close the file, you can't access the file. Okay, so if you like, so if I executed the particular sir, when we open 9th cell in write mode, the previous will be there. Yes, the previous data will. So here I have opened the append mode, the data will be automatically available. Okay, because I have opened that particular file in the append mode, so that data will be automatically available. That data will not be raised. This data automatically stored in the local storage. Okay, It doesn't do with any of the programs. If I want to remove this, I can also remove. Okay, is it clear to everyone till now? Append mode as well as the write mode. When you have to use the write mode, when you have to use the append mode. Good. Okay. Now let us see remaining things. So one more operation. So if I want to get the data from the file, simply if I want to get the data from the file, in that case, what I have to do is that I have to open in the write append mode. If the default operation is the read mode, the default operation is the read mode. Okay, the default operation is the read mode. I can pass R, otherwise I can, if I didn't pass the R means it will automatically take as the read mode. Okay, so for that purpose, there are three modes of operations. So for this purpose, I can't use the write. So the two things will be common, open and close. What are the operations I'm interested to do? I am reading entire data. What are the data available inside the file? F.read. What can be the data type of the variable data? Can anyone guess what is the data type of the variable data here? I'm reading all the data. I hope previously you have also done. If I read the data from the file, what is the data type? What will be the data type? Yes. As I said previously, the data definitely it will be in the string data type. Now let us see. Okay, so entire data will be. So what are the read mode will read entire data in the string format. Okay, what are the data it is available? The entire data will be read from the file, and it will, if you are printing this, it will return to the user. If you want to do some operations, okay, if you want to do some operation, what are the operations? So if you want to convert entire data to the, if you want to convert entire data to the lowercase, okay, you can do all the operations. What are the methods or what are the things we have discussed about the strings? We can perform all the operations on the data file. For example, if you want to print that them in the lowercase, okay, automatically what are the things we have discussed on the strings? Everything we can apply on the strings. Okay, this is the one way of reading the data from the file. Okay, this is the one way of reading the data from the file. The entire data will be taken from the file in the string format, and it will give to the user. Next, we are having one more method. That method is the line. Okay, read line. So read line is the read line is also one more method we are having while working on the files. So if you are trying to read if you want to take one line, only single line from the data, I can use the read line. Only the first line will be read from the file. If observe here the first line. So the first line is the 21 APSSDC 21 APSSDC1. Okay. So now only the first line will be read. The cursor will be waiting at the second line. For example, after printing the data, the cursor will be waiting at the second line. Again, if I'm trying to read the second line, if I want to read the second line means I want to read the. If I read again once again means I will be getting the second line. Okay, 21 APSSDC2. Okay, so now the cursor will be waiting at the third line. Okay, how many times I have used the, how many times I executed the read line method? That many times the lines will be written to the program, and the cursor is nothing but, if you observe, I hope everyone know what is meant by cursor. This line, this is called as the cursor here. The cursor will be waiting at that next particular line. Okay, again, if I use the read line method means that data will be written in the. Okay, so if I want to read the read line will also giving the if you observe means the read line will also return the data in the string format. So we can't we can't read 100 words. So there is no chance of reading a particular number of words. If you want to read a particular number of lines means we can read. So here read mode. In the read mode, if you pass some value. So for example, I want first 100 characters. Okay, so we can't read a particular word, but read mode we can take the, if I want to get the first 100 characters, I can use the read. Okay, now I will be getting the first 100 characters. If I observe here, each one like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I'm having 90 here, so I'm having like 9 lines. 1, 2, 8 and 9 characters. So for the 10, 90, and I am total I have got the 100 characters. Okay, if you pass a number means that many characters I can read. For example, if you want to get the 15 characters. Okay, these are the 15 characters. These are the first 15 characters from the data. Okay, the cursor will be waiting at the second 15. The cursor will be waiting at the second 15. Simply if I read the same thing. The cursor will be waiting at the 15th line. Again, if I'm trying to read the data, again first next 15 characters means second also read. Next I am getting the next 15 characters. There is no possibility take only the 100, take only 100 words or 20 words or 30 words. So programmatically we have to do those operations. Okay, let us see the remaining. Okay, so if I want to get the group of characters means in the read mode I have to pass that many number so that I will be getting. Okay, read line will read the line, read the data only single line. So we are having one more mode called read lines. So here we are having one more mode called read lines. Okay, read lines. So let me read. So that data will be every line will be read to the user and it will be stored in a list. Okay, whatever the data will be in that particular line, every data will be read and it will be stored in a particular list. Okay, for example, now if you want to get the 10 lines means, so if you want to work on the only 10 lines means, by using the indexing you can get the first 10 lines. Okay, so read lines. So if you observe the read lines, every line by line it will be read from the file line by line and it will be stored inside a list. If you observe here, it is a list. Okay, so inside the list, if you observe the data type means it is the list, which is nothing but the string of list or lines, the lines of list. Okay, the every line will be a string again. Every line will be a string and each line will be stored inside a list. Okay, for example, if you want to get only the 10 lines means, now you can use the 10. Okay, colon 10 automatically from the starting line to the 10th line I will be getting the each and every lines. Okay, using the for loops you can perform anything. Okay, if you want to do something or otherwise, so the roll number is wrong. If you want to remove, if you want to replace APSSDC with some another organization like Pace College or SRM University or any other Ambedkar University, any of the college, simply you can loop, we can iterate over the loop. You can iterate over the loop. So I can use this particular list inside the loop because we know that lists are iterable as well as the strings are also iterable. Okay, what are the properties we have learned previously? Either lists or strings. We can apply all the properties, all the methods, and all the things on this particular data. On this particular data. For example, if you want to print the data on the line by line, so for line in data. So here I am taking a variable as the type. I'm taking the that iterate variable as the line. Okay, so here if I print the line means automatically that will be printed line by line. Okay, so what happened? Every data has been written inside the list here. Automatically what I have done, so I have like I have iterated about the loops and I have printed here automatically. Then that data has been printed here. Okay, is it clear to everyone till now? So let me make it programs. So after referring this file, you will be getting the clear idea. So if you want to get the data of colon 10, you will be getting. If you want to get the line by line means I can use the read lines. Okay, these are the methods. Either reading, we are for reading the data we are having 3 different modes: read, read line, read lines. For writing the data we are having a few other methods also. Mostly we will be using only the write mode. Okay, so there is no specific difference between the write versus the write lines mostly. Okay, so we will be using the write lines. So we are having other modes of operations also. Okay, so if while reading the data, okay, do some operation and I can write the data. For example, There we are having one more operations called R plus W plus, yes, good, A plus. Okay, so these are the three different operations. R plus, okay, by extension we are extending the operation of the read mode. So if I open a file in the R mode, R plus mode, means what happening is that I can read the file as well as I can append the file. Okay, I can append the data to a file. If I open a file in W plus, okay, I can write the data into a file as well as I can read the file. If I open an A plus, which is nothing but I can append the data to a file as well as I can read the data from the file. Okay, these are the other three modes of operation similar to above one, but we are extending or we are increasing the features of the mode of operation. We are simply increasing the modes of operation. For example, if I open a file in R plus mode, what will be happening? I can write the data, some data to a file. I can read the data from the file as well as I can write the data from to the file. Again, if I want to write the same data, for example, if I want to replicate the same data, what are the data available inside the file.txt? Let me open once again file.txt. Okay, if I want to again, if I want to write this entire data bottom of this particular line. Okay, in that case, what I can do is that simply I will read the data. Okay, simply I will read the data. Simply I will read the data. So here read design entire thing is available in the f.write of data. Okay, what will be happening is that whatever the data I have read, I can easily write to the particular file because I have opened in the R plus mode. I can read the data from the file and I can also write the data from the file. Okay, so like I am taking on my own. So these are there is no necessity of writing the same data in the file, but for ease of understanding, what I am taking is that I have read the data from the file. I have read this much data, this data. Again, I have written the same data to the file. Same data. Okay, if observe here in the starting, I have got the 21 APSSDC 21, 21 APSSDC 21. I have duplicated the data. Simply I have duplicated the data. Okay, so if I don't want to get the duplicate space, simply I can, if I want to remove the duplicate space, you can use the set and you can filter the data. What are the data available? Okay, so R plus. Also similarly, you can also explore what will be happening using the W plus or A plus. Okay, W plus or A plus you can do. So W plus is nothing but you can write the data parallelly as well as you can also read the data. Okay, you should remember, if you open a file in W plus mesh, what are the data available previously? Everything data will be removed. All the data will be removed. So because for reading a data from a file mesh, the prerequisite is that the file should be existed. Okay, for removing that particular error, so we can use the W plus. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, I hope these things are clear. So like as I said, as I said previously, this is the one way of opening a file. So what is the thing we should remember? What are the file we have opened? That particular file should be closed. Okay, what are the data we have read? What are the file we have opened? We should close the file. What will be happening if we didn't close the file? Means let us see. So in the read mode, there will not be any of the like criteria. So if I open a file, okay, if I open a file, means what will be happening is the 9036 lines has been written to the file. But if you observe here, what happened? I have written read the entire data. Again, I have written the entire data. Okay, now the 4 duplicates should be available. Okay, the 4 duplicate data should be available because I have opened in the R plus mode. Okay, so here if you observe here, only 2 duplicate data is available. Okay, only 2 duplicate data is available. If you observe here, this is 1 duplicate, this is 1 copy, and this is 1 more copy. But this entire copy should be written once again because I have executed this particular program. Okay, why it is not written is that, so because I didn't use it to close. Okay, I didn't close the file. Okay, so here I didn't close the file, so that is why the file is still open and it is waiting for do some operation on the data. So the file, whatever the operation we have performed, those operations will not be performed in a particular file. Okay, you should definitely remember whatever the file you have opened, definitely you should close the file. Okay, if we didn't close the file means what are the operations or what are the work we have done? The work done will not be saved into a file. Okay, the work done will not be saved into a file. Okay, so if I use it, if I close the file means what will be happening? Now the 4 duplicates will be available. Okay, 4 duplicates are available. If you observe here, total of 801 lines. Previously, we are having only the nearly 2 like some X lines. Okay, so now what happened? Automatically that data has been returned into your file. Okay, so every time, so for that purpose, so few people, so maybe as a lazy things, so definitely we will forget to close the file. If I'm open 10 different files means maybe one file may not be closed. Okay, so for that purpose, what happened is that there is one more type of operation with open. With open, the same operation, open is the function, predefined function available in Python for opening a file. With open as F. This is the syntax. Okay, so what are the operations you have performed in the like in the indentation? All those operations will be performed on the files. If you got, if you return back to the indentation, those operations will not be performed on the files, which is nothing but the file automatically closes. For example, if I open this file, now open this file, I have done some operations like file.write-off, file.write-off. Let us write as the day 12 APSSDC session /n. Okay, so day 12 APSSDC session, I no need to close here. Automatically the file will be closed. If I came out of the indentation means automatically the file will be closed. If I am trying to access the file, because I have because I have opened in an R+ mode, if I'm trying to open this file means automatically I will be getting an error call. The file is already closed. Okay, value error I will be getting IO operation on closed file because I can't perform the operation on the closed file. If you observe here, I didn't use the close method for closing a file. So if I came out of the indentation means automatically the file will be closed. If I am inside the indentation means the file is open. Similarly, if I give some indentation, the file is open, automatically I can read the data from the file. If I'm outside the indentation, the file is closed. If I'm inside the indentation, the file is open. Okay, that is the purpose of with open. Mostly we will be using the while working on the files, it is best practice to use this particular way of working on the files. It can be write mode or it can be append mode, it can be read mode. Okay, it is the best practice because if you forgot to close means like in the previous method, in this way, you should definitely remember if you open 10 files means you should definitely close the 10 files. In this way, if you open 10 different files, no need to close those different files. Automatically the files will be closed. Okay, so now let us take one more example and we can conclude. Okay, so here I'm having one file called file.txt. Okay, we previously using the for loop I have created 10 different files. Okay, so observe here, previously I have created 10 different files. Those are empty files. For now, those are empty files. File1.txt, file2, file3, file4, and file9. Those are empty files. Okay, for example, I have created, for example, this is the data of the students. Okay, so there are 10 subjects available. So I need to create the register or attendance register for 10 different subjects. Okay, for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to create this copy. I have to copy this entire data and I should write this entire data to the all the different files. Or nothing but the creating a copy or nothing but the copy data from one file to many. Okay, if you open only one file means it will be to copy one file from one data to one file to one file. If you open many files means that data will be written to many files. Okay, let me like after completing this we can conclude. So here what I have done, so I have opened the data, I have opened a file. Now let me take the data dot read. Now I have closed the file. Okay, so I need to write this particular data to the 10 different files. File1 to file3, file1 to file and the txt. Okay, similarly previously I have used the for loop. I can use the for loop or otherwise I have to write this particular thing for 10 times. Instead of that, I can use the for loop for I in range of 1, 10. But I will be using the same thing, but I will be writing the data. So f dot write of data. Okay, so I am in data. I am having this file. What are the data available in the file.txt? Now what I am doing here, I am opening this particular file. What is the file I need to open? Simply I need to open the. So let's now first I need to open the file1.txt. So file1 is available inside the str. Sorry, I again plus .txt extension. Okay, so first I'm opening the file1.txt. I'm writing. It will close this automatically. Second, I'm opening the file2.txt and writing data. Next, I'm closing. Next, I'm writing file3, opening file3.txt. Next time file3.txt, I'm writing the data. Next, and so on. Sorry, data equal to f dot. Okay, so what happened now? Automatically, what are the data I have written from the file.txt? Those entire data has been written inside those 10 different files. Okay, this entire data has been written inside those 10 different files. It can be 10, it can be 100, it can be 1000. Okay, simply I think I have iterated about to 1 to 10, so that is in the 10th file it is not written. If I use it the 11 means automatically that data also will be written inside the 11. Okay, observe here automatically the entire data has been written inside that particular file. Okay, so that's it for today. Is it clear to everyone till now? Is it clear to everyone? So we have discussed it today. We have discussed about the file handling. So if you want to delete the created file means we have to use the other modules. Manually you can delete while going to the desktop folder. In the desktop folder I am having on the internship file. Let me create. If you want to delete means you can directly delete from the Jupyter notebook. You can select these files and you can use the delete. Simply you can use here delete option. Automatically that all the files will be deleted. But if you want to delete a file using the programmatically means we have to use the other module. We can discuss on discussing about the modules and packages. There is one module called system. Using the system, we have discussed previously. We have discussed rm Linux command. Using the rm command, we can programmatically delete those particular files. Okay. For now, remember, for now, if you want to delete, means delete them manually. If anyone, that's it for today. Thank you for being with us in that day 12 session of data science internship training program. So if you are having any doubts, means you can stay back and ask. Otherwise, you can leave the session. Okay, remaining concepts we can discuss on the Monday. Okay, don't forget. So the new meeting ID, you should join using the new meeting ID. Just provide your valuable feedback for this past week. Okay, and you can check your attendance on the attendance file. We have also attached in the mail as well as in the GitHub repository. That's it. If you are having any doubts, you can stay back and ask. Otherwise, you can do. The main difference between the read and append is nothing but so for example, if a file is created, for example, file is already available. Okay, file.txt is already available. If you open this particular file in the W mode, what are the data available inside the file? Every data will be deleted. All the data will be deleted, and what are the data you have passed, only that data will be written. Okay, for example, okay, if you use that, so if you observe here, previously I'm having, let me show you the file.txt. Okay, this is the file.txt. If you observe here, I'm having some. Let me show you. I'm having 800 lines of data. Okay, I'm having the 800 lines of data. 800 lines of data. So if I use the write mode, okay, if I use the write mode, If I use the write mode means automatically the entire data will be deleted and only the new data will be appended. If I'm reloading this particular file means what are the data I have written in the write mode, every data will be removed and the data will be new data will be added. If the file is not existed means the file will be created. If the file is existed means the data will be removed and the new data will be added. Okay, for example, if I opening the same particular file in the append mode, the new data will be concatenated to the or nothing but added to the existing file. For example, if I reloaded this particular file means now the new data file has been added. Similarly, if I use the write mode means the entire data will be removed. Okay, I hope it should be clear, Prithvi.